Hey guys, this is Jimmy Roos. Welcome to another video. In this video, one of the biggest mistakes that guys make that messes up everything. So I saw this video, which is one of the episodes of Pop the Balloon of Find Love, where this guy matched with a girl from Austin, Texas.
Episode was that 12?
12, yeah.
Yeah, episode 12 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you guys did end up matching. Okay, so is it gonna be a yes for you for her?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
We got a match! Okay, I'll take this mic and you guys can go on up. Well, I know everyone just kind of wants to jump right into things already. So, obviously, since you guys have matched on the show, have you guys gone on a date? Have you hung out? All that good stuff?
They went on a few dates, and about a month after they met, this guy offered to take this girl on an overseas trip to Santorini in Greece. He went on a few dates with this girl. First in Phoenix, Arizona, where the show was filmed. And after that, he flew to Austin, Texas, where she lived. It appeared that they haven't been intimate with each other. He was there for a week, and then about at the end of the week that he was in Austin, he offered her, to her surprise, and to the surprise of the host of the show, he offered her a vacation. Not somewhere in the US, an overseas vacation to a European country, to be specific, Santorini in Greece. He actually gave her the option to choose a place that she would like to go to. And Santorini in Greece was her choice.
Every time I met her up, I would ask her all these questions, just trying to get to know her.
Okay.
And, I felt like we had a genuine connection. And it really hit me, the fact that she wasn't really interested in going to nice places and was just happy to do, regular things. So I thought it would be nice to do something special for her.
Okay.
So I asked her if she would like to go on a vacation trip to a European country of her choice. And
Well, all right then.
and so we ended up, she decided on Santorini because she had always wanted to go there. She'd never been there.
Okay.
And so, yeah, so I planned for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So after you guys, you said you got to know each other, speak all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Right away, you were like, all right, pick a European country.
Well,
Like,
I was already traveling. So
Okay.
I was on the road. I'd been on the road for a month. And so I was nearing the end of it. And I thought it was coincidental that I was ending up in Austin and she lived in Austin. So I was saying at the end of this trip, I also need a break. So,
Okay.
So it just worked out that way. But
Got it.
yeah, I just wanted to, have fun and go out and do something adventurous together.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Santorini, Greece. What made you pick that place? First of all, let me backtrack. Were you shocked that, someone who you just met was asking you like, girl, let me take you out of the country? Like, how was that?
It was definitely a shocking question. I haven't been asked that so early within knowing a person.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it was a love bomb, but hey, I'm here for the delusion regardless. But I had a great time.
And then once they got there, they had a few problems. It appeared that he tried to touch her, tried to hug her, and she didn't want to be hugged. Now, mind you, this relationship is about a month old. They had been on multiple dates. He even visited her in her city. And now he took her on this overseas trip. And he tried to hug her, tried to get close to her physically. And she had a problem with that. And following that, they had an altercation. Not really altercation in a physical sense, but they had an argument. And she decided she's going to leave. That was the end of her vacation. So let me break it down. What are the mistakes, the big mistakes that this guy made that messed up everything? The first mistake that he made is he assumed things. And one thing that I learned after dealing with a lot of women is that never assume anything. Number one, never assume after just meeting a woman or after talking to her for a little while that she is the right woman for you without sleeping with her. Never assume that. Number two, never assume that a woman is going to sleep with you eventually because you did A, B, C, and D for her. Okay? So the first big problem is assumptions. The second big problem is he did not initiate physical contact. One thing that I learned is that physical contact is very important. And women expect physical contact from a man, especially after they've met on a dating show. It's normal to have physical contact. So they expect that from a man, especially if they have had dating experiences with other men. And mind you, this is a Latina. And in case you don't know, Latinos are very physical. They expect physical contact, especially Latina women. Yet this guy did not touch this woman enough. Usually in the episodes of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, you will see immediately after a couple match and the host says, give me the mic and the two of you go on your date. They would touch each other. They would hold hands and they would go off the set. Not in this case. As you can see, after they matched, she walked out ahead of the guy. She did not wait for him to hold his hand. She walked out ahead of him. So that's the first red flag. But it appeared that during their date, there wasn't a lot of touching going on. So after that, they spent a lot of FaceTime. And then he flew from Las Vegas to Austin to visit her for a week. And there's a picture of her jumping in his arms when he arrived. Now, I don't know if this was purely for the camera, because of course she knew that they were being recorded. So if she was genuine in touching him, then it appears strange that about a month after that, she didn't want to be touched by him when they were on their European vacation. But in any case, back to the mistakes that this guy made. The third mistake that he made is he gave her things, big things, without expecting anything or demanding anything in return. A month after meeting this woman, without even having gotten sex, without even having kissed her, he offered to take her on a European vacation. 3 big mistakes. And mistake number 4, he brought his dog along on a date. So 4 big mistakes. So let me teach you, in case you are also making these mistakes, what are the things that you should do when you deal with a woman. Number 1, never assume anything. Never assume that she's going to sleep with you. Never assume that she's the perfect or the right girl without sleeping with her. Okay? And then touch her as soon as you meet her. Get physical with her. And progressively make the touches more intimate until you are able to hug her and kiss her and eventually have sex with her. Remember, sex is the woman's ace. It's her trump card. It's the only thing that she has. Without it, she doesn't have anything to keep a man interested. So a woman will try to keep sex away from you as much as she can and try to extract as much economic value from you while you are waiting for sex. Now, I know not all women are like this, but there are a lot of women who are like that. When they sense an opportunity to play you, There are many women who will do that. They will take as much as they can without giving you anything in return. So remember this. The kiss is the doorway to sex. A hug is the doorway to a kiss. No kiss, no sex. So the first day you meet her, you must begin to touch her immediately after meeting her so that you can get used to your touch. And try to get a hug that same day still. And if you see her again the next time, try to get a hug again. And try to get a kiss. The longer you wait to get a hug, the more difficult it will be to get a kiss. And the longer you wait to get a kiss, the harder it's going to be to get sex. So always remember that. And when you give something, always expect something in return. Demand something in return. Now I don't say demand as in saying, I want sex, I demand to have sex. No. You must demand it through what you say to her, how you say it to her, and by touching her. That's how you demand physical contact. That's how you demand sex. Because if you don't demand it, she's not going to give it to you. Because most women, especially Latinas, they expect the man to begin touching them as soon as they meet. And if you don't touch them, they are going to begin to think that you are not interested. And when you not only not touch them, but if you then begin to give them things, they will begin to think that you are trying to buy them, that you are trying to buy sex from them, that you are not good enough, that you don't have enough value in yourself, and that you rely on money to try and to get sex from them. And that will turn them off. And I think that's what happened in this case. But now this incredible thing is this, that this woman, after not wanting to hug the guy, not giving the guy sex, and after deciding that she's going to end the trip, she says she still wants him as a friend.
I didn't want to have a dating relationship with Eric anymore because I think Eric can still be a great person. So I was hoping that we can have a platonic, just cordial friendship afterwards. I know I didn't want to date him anymore, but I didn't want it to be as if he's out of my life completely, because he is cool. Like, Eric is a cool guy. Like, honestly, he's cool. He has a lot of skills, plays instruments. He's a really cool guy, honestly. He has a lot of great qualities about himself.
She doesn't want to date him, but she still wants him as a friend because there's so many things that he's... So can you see what she's trying to do? She's trying to finesse him. She's trying to have a friend with benefits association. You don't want the guy, you don't want to sleep with him, but yet you want to keep him around so that you can use him. You should never allow that. She's trying to play you. But can you see where it all starts? It all starts with those mistakes, those big mistakes that he made, by assuming things, by not touching her, by giving her things that she doesn't deserve, without demanding anything in return, and then giving without asking for anything in return, and then a month later you want something. That's not how it works. You have to be consistent, and you have to start immediately by touching her and letting her know what you want, that you want to be physical with her. And if you try to touch her and she doesn't want to be touched, then you will know that you don't have to waste your time with this woman. So you move on to the next woman without having spent money on this, money and time and effort on somebody who doesn't want to be touched by you. So guys, that's it from this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and share with someone who may need to hear this. And I'll see you in the next video.